Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. We're Jameson with Games. Happy Saturday, folks. You know, for a given sense of the term. Scary times, troubling times, perhaps. But here we are. Hope wherever you are, you're warm and safe, and well fed, and, you know, joy and fun isn't going to solve the problems of the world, but we're not going to solve it without it. So here we are. Let's play some games. Let's have some fun. I'm a bit under the weather today, so pardon if my voice wears out or if this turns out to be a very short stream because I simply don't have it in me. We'll see. Just a little under the weather. Like the mildest cold in the world, but pretty much the only symptom I'm really getting hit with, except a little bit of frogginess in my voice, without even a sore throat or any cough, is malaise. I hate malaise. So, what are you going to do? Here's the Saturday plan going forward. Is that on any Saturday where, we're doing Sierra Adventure Games for sure, but on any Saturday where I have the time and the energy to get into full drag, we're going to play Leisure Suit Larry with me in characters, my new drag persona, Jamie Rose. And any day that I can't do that, we're going to carry on with Space Quest, at least for now. So we're heading in to our first session of Space Quest 5, the Next Mutation. And I'm pretty excited for this because I've enjoyed this series quite a bit so far. And this is also an interesting one because the first 4 games, famously, for a given value of the word famously, were designed by a duo, the 2 guys from Andromeda, Mark Crow and Scott Murphy, I believe their names are. And so on the first 4 games, they are co-credited as designers, and then Mark Crow is credited as an artist, and Scott Murphy is a programmer. Well, through a mix of corporate restructuring and personal falling out, that partnership dissolved. And the final 2 games in the Space Quest series, Space Quest 5, The Next Mutation, and Space Quest 6, whatever that game has for a subtitle, were each handled by one of these guys. So Space Quest 5, The Next Mutation, which we'll fire up in a moment, was designed and overseen by Mark Crow, the designer/artist of the first 4 games. And then when we get to Space Quest 6, we're going to see what Scott Murphy could do. So this is interesting to me because I have a general, hey, Rigadeth, welcome, happy Saturday. At the beginning of the trade wars, where'd my thought go? Oh yeah, so I'm particularly interested in this split because I have a general fascination, usually in music, with creative partnerships that are also close friendships that also break down horribly. Big Simon and Garfunkel fan. The Beatles, many such examples. Even, you know, maybe not as lofty artists as those 2, but because of the age I grew up, I'm just about 40 years old. So Blink-182 was important to me when I was younger, and they went through a similar thing, although happily they seem to have buried that hatchet, at least for now. Good for them. Simon and Garfunkel, on the other hand, to the extent that they've buried any hatchet, it's in the other's back. I think they've both said in interviews that they plan to die without ever speaking again. Even Hall & Oates made it so far, and now they're suing each other and they hate each other. So I'm curious, do these 2 games wind up feeling different? Did these 2 guys, each bring something that merged into the Space Quest sensibility? Or did they just both, were they simpatico as a creative team because they shared a sensibility? I don't know. What's Space Quest 5 going to be like? I don't know. Let's fire it up and find out together. Here we are. Full disclosure, I haven't read the manual because I usually don't bother once we're into the... what's the word? Once we're into the point and click versions. Once we've converted the point and click engine, I usually feel like I get the idea. Maybe I'll come to regret that. Or maybe there'll just be some British, welcome. Glad to have you here. Happy Saturday, such as it is. And yeah, we're going to find out here what this is like. And I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I haven't looked at the manual. Maybe I'll have to open it up because there's like copy protection or something. That is okay. So when I went to Wikipedia, on that note, Regodeath, just before launching this, because I wanted to confirm for myself both which one of the two guys led this game and also what were their roles in the earlier games. The other thing that I read in the development thing is that this is one of apparently only two Sierra games that had direct product placement sponsorship. So apparently this game is sponsored by Sprint. Interesting. So I guess we're going to get a positive portrayal of a phone company, which is not what you would expect to see in a Space Quest game. I guess we'll find out. Let's watch the introduction and then click on this funny thing to see if there's a good joke there, and then play the game. Space Quest 5. From what I understand, this game is not voiced like the last one. But I guess we'll see. Let me know how the audio levels are. They look... maybe I'll bring it up a touch. Roger Wilco in the Next Mutation. Designer, Mark Crow. This is cool. It feels like they took the core of the Space Quest theme and kind of pressed it into a version that sounds a lot more like the original Star Trek theme. Like that kind of mix, like... Hold on. Captain's log, SCS Excalibur, Stardate 2709.67, Fleet Admiral. Roger Wilco commanding. Holy smokes, Roger. The Excalibur is on course to investigate the mysterious disappearance of several ships in the uncharted region of space known as the Menudo Triangle. I no doubt have been selected for this mission due to my great achievements as a military leader and matchless diplomatic skills. Surely, Roger. Well, you know what? I mean, geez, they've acknowledged him enough to promote him to Admiral. Maybe that is why they selected him. I'm skeptical. Mildly funny. The Menudo Triangle. I think I need to click now. I go forward with total confidence in my ship and my crew, yet I am vaguely uneasy. I cannot put memories of traveling to the future and meeting my son out of my mind. Each night, my dreams are haunted by the image of the woman he said would one day be my wife. I know she's out there, somewhere. I've got an ongoing plot line here. But that's not important right now. The fate of trillions rides on the decisions I may have to make in the next several hours. As captain of the Star Confederacy's proudest flagship, I must follow the supreme guideline. What are we going to get? What is the prime directive of Space Quest? To boldly go where no man has... Nope. To bravely traverse where no creature has traversed... No. That's not quite it. Skip it. He's, alright. He's in his Captain Kirk era. Admiral. Strike ships coming in at 0.35. Alert. Shields up. Battle stations. Lock weapons. Neutron beams locked. Proton torpedoes armed. Tactical. Fire neutron beams. Helm. Hard to port. Who's this? Cadet Wilco. What in the name of the 7th star cluster are you doing in the bridge simulator? Cadet. Okay, here we go. This makes sense. Get your sorry carcass out of there and get back to class where you belong, Space Cadet. And if I catch you in there again without permission, all of you tossed out of the academy so fast you'll get warp disorientation. How many times does the guy have to save the galaxy to get a little bit of in-kind course credit? Bam, bam. Simulation terminated. His illusions of spacefaring grandeur cruelly shattered by Captain Quirk, Roger Wilco exits from the bridge. Oh, let me just trap my mouse into the emulator window, just to be safe. Roger Wilco exits from the bridge simulator into the hallways of the Star Confederacy Space Academy, where he has enrolled himself in an attempt to realize his lifelong dream of something. The last several months have not been easy for our hero, what with having to juggle time between skipping classes, snoozing through lectures, and spending long moments considering the implications of actually opening a textbook. Never change, Roger. But our fearless former sanitation engineer has stumbled resolutely past these obstacles, pursuing his goal with unwavering determination, blissfully unaware that fate was about to hurl another spitball in his direction. What do you even need the rank for? Come on, man. Just be proud of the 4 times you've already saved the galaxy. Well, he's walking like a guy who's proud of all the times he's saved the galaxy. Here we are. Okay, we get a score, but not an out of. But if I go here, score out of 5,000. And now we get a Muzak version of the Space Quest theme. I believe the original Space Quest theme was composed by Mark Crow. So I guess it makes sense that when he designed... I'll be interested to see. When it comes time for Scott Murphy to design, is he like, we'll play the stupid theme at the start and then just... Who knows? What does this mean? I guess okay. I gotta look at the manual. I'm curious. One thing I did notice later, afterwards, when all was said and done, about Space Quest 4 was that there was never even one gimmick puzzle that I solved with the smell or lick options. They were pure jokes. My expectation had been that they would turn out to be mostly pure jokes and then essential at one point. Okay, Space Quest 5 manual. As always, it's an in-universe publication, lots of joke ads. Maybe we'll take a look at this on screen later, but I don't know how long my energy is going to hold out today. So I'd like to just get down to playing the game. Anything about how to play the game. Just tell me what the new thing is. Okay, I'm going to guess that it's like shout at people or something, because it's the talk option, but with an exclamation point. We'll find out. Let's look around. Ships of every size and description occupy the docking bay. This panel, when it works, allows the user to call up a 3D holographic schematic of the StarCon Space Academy. Is it working? Look at this guy's strut. Darn! The holomap directory isn't working right now, and it's a real shame, because the map system is really cool looking, with Gurad shading, texture mapping, and ray-traced images of every room in the complex. Well, fair enough if they wanted to claim there was ray tracing for them to not show it to us in this particular period of time. What's this door? Can we go in? You don't have time to waste mucking about in the closet right now, of course. What do we have here? A Delton frigate from the G6 quadrant. Like a G6. Like a G6. Hopefully a ship like this will one day be yours, provided, of course, that you make it through StarCon Academy's rigorous training regimen. What's here? Just another interesting but totally useless example of technological engineering at work. Okay. What's this? Ooh. Here's a place. security clearance alpha beyond this point. So I don't think I'm going beyond this point. It appears to be one of the 9 moons of Nova. This security guard prevents unauthorized access to the maximum security area beyond his post. This state-of-the-art anti-grav lift transports StarCon personnel to the floor of the main rotunda in style and comfort. A portion of the soiled StarCon crest is visible from this level. Your janitorial instincts tingle in anticipation of getting to work cleaning it. Hey, pal. This area is off limits to unauthorized personnel. That means you, cadet. I guess that's what that guy talks like. Well, what if I go this way then? Our boy loves to saunter. Hey, it's Elvis. A massive sentry prevents unauthorized access. Sure. Anti-gravity lift. I guess I should get on the lift. But hold on. What about this guy? This area is off limits to unauthorized personnel, cadet. This means you. Affirmative, sir. Can I use the anti-grav lift? Sir? Looks like yes. Ooh, it's like it's a laser. It's a hard light anti-grav lift. Now I'm down here. Cool. This StarCon crest is dull and dingy. Looks like it could use a good scrubbing. Do I have a broom already? Nope. But what I do have is buckazoids, cash, money, spendola. But how much? It does not say. Okay. If I leave this odd top-down shot, I'm just coming back up. So if I should find a mop somewhere, I'm going to go back and clean that. But let's go back this way. See if... Kind of seems like we're in a... We have the central rotunda, and then probably on the other side, there's another big round area around a docking bay or something. Look at this guy. What? Like, what's he? He's like a John Moxley, the professional wrestler, like just shoulder walking. This bulk cargo freighter contains supplies for the colony on Clorox 2. You've always wondered what this panel does, but have never been able to figure out its function. The explanation was probably given in one of the many class lectures slept away during your tenure here at the Academy. Your security clearance is too low to enter this room. In fact, it's so low, you need a pass just to go to the restroom. Can I mess with this panel? No, I can't. I bet that this will complete the loop. Well, let's find out. No! The SCS Lollipop, a good ship. Fellow members of the tightly knit StarCon Cadet Brigade. One gets the feeling that they're not going to be that tightly knit with Roger. But why? He's a 4 times over galaxy-saving hero. Let's find out. I'll be pleasantly surprised if actually we're all buds. Drop dead, Wilco. Wilco puts his hands on his hips. What do you have to say? Also, drop dead, Wilco. This locker is used by various professors to store teaching aids for their respective classes. Can I get into it and steal? The door won't open. It's a locked locker. Can I go in here? Yes. A door that I do have. Oh, it's class. 5 points. Sorry I'm late, Professor. We got Charlie Brown grown-ups. You mean the StarCon aptitude test is today? Yes, sir. I'll get started right away. I once, because I was taking a course. What's that? Come talk to you after class? Yes, sir. Once in my undergraduate career. Hold on. Once in my undergraduate career. I was taking a course that had a very similar course code to another course. And that other course, that only differed by one number out of the 4 digits, did have a scheduled exam during exam period. And so I walked into the last day of class, and one of the other guys in the class said to me, "How are you feeling? Ready for the exam?" And I said, "Oh, well, I mean, I'll probably study some more, like, really hunker down when it gets closer." And he looked at me and he was like, "It's right now, man." I was like, "Oh no." The professor was not impressed. This was intermediate ancient Greek, and I didn't even bring my lexicon that day. She loaned me hers, but did not look impressed. It all worked out. I did great. Gronko is commanding a Nova-class scout ship when he finds himself face-to-face with 3 Horak battle cruisers. He should surrender in the face of impossible odds, pretend they aren't there, activate his ship's self-destruct mechanism, beam over a pick-you-up bouquet. Let's try to let's see if the Horaks can be reasoned with. This might be the copy protection, in which case I'll fail here, and then we'll... No, you know what? I ought to look at the manual again for a moment. Of course, it is not character recognitioned, so I'm going to scroll quickly and see if Horak appears anywhere. Oh, hey, there is an explanation. Okay. If I can give... Apparently, at some point, I'll be able to give orders. And that's what the exclamation point is for. Oh, this is just a walkthrough. Talking with the... I like the high-pressure music. Okay. Let's just see what happens. When encountering an alien ship for the first time, you should immediately... let's say none of the above. Let's not do any of these things. Before beaming down to an unexplored planet for the first time, you should be sure to check to see that your seatbelt is fastened and tray tables are locked securely in the upright position. Pardon me. Your fly, your life insurance coverage, the Fetzer value in your oxygen mask, the planet's atmospheric readings. That feels intuitive. You're marooned on an alien planet with no weapons and a killer android out for your blood. You should gather basic ingredients to make gunpowder, fashion a cannon from vines and sticks, stuff a banana in its exhaust pipe, drop a big rock on the robot and shout, "Hasta la vista, baby." Roll in the mud to camouflage yourself. Climb a tree, flap your arms wildly and scream, "Tweet, tweet," at the top of your lungs in order to mimic the mating behavior of the ruby-throated Arcturian swine falcon as a diversionary tactic. Well, maybe you should go scrub the crest now. Yes, we'll do that. You're on an Ava with a partner, and you notice his face is turning blue and he is clutching wildly at his throat. This is a sign that you'll soon need a new partner. In a burst of creative insight, he has created a new dance called the Moonwalk. He is suffering from a vitamin deficiency. He needs to eat more leafy green vegetables. He fell for the old golf ball in the air hose trick. I believe it's A and D. To ensure that your crew's microwave meals are heated adequately and evenly on board your ship, you should wrap everything in aluminum foil. No, don't do that. Cook each meal at the maximum power setting for 45 minutes. No. Put a live space farm. No. Huck the thing and settle for roasting. Check to... Yeah, let's just... Who wants microwave food? If Grebe leaves the Crab Nebula at 3200 GST, Galactic Standard Time, and travels at 9.75 million ZPM, how long will it take him to reach planet Devicon 5 if he has the solar wind at his back? Either this is just a gag, or it's a copy protection thing. I should have looked harder at the manual. I can't imagine I'm just supposed to be figuring this out. How fast does light travel through a vacuum? Speed of light. Which is an example of a fuzzy boundary. The area in space between two planetary bodies where a smaller third object is not clearly under the gravitational influence of either. The event horizon of a supermassive black hole. The place where a receding hairline gives way to bare scalp. The point at which the marginal utility of trying to squeeze the last bit of toothpaste from the tube is offset by the opportunity cost of going to the store for a new one. Hey. I assume this is 10 questions. I certainly hope it's not like a 25 question exam. To successfully accomplish a manual molecular reintegration bypass on a standard transporter unit, you should reverse the phase polarity of the interface grid, jiggle the handle, boom, switch to US Sprint. The test's over already? I like we have a Worf-looking guy right behind us. Yes, sir. I agree that cleaning the Academy crest is an appropriate punishment for being late to class. I'll get right on it. Perhaps we'll never find out how Roger did on the exam precisely because he's going to get wrapped up in an adventure. What's up with these two students who are just skipping the test, though? Small group of your brother cadets. Hey, gang. Take off, Wilco. It's not like talking to a brick wall. I think that's because I clicked on the wall. Roger definitely doesn't seem popular. Perhaps it's because he's not taking his studies seriously. Everyone thinks he's coasting on his fame and renown. Hey, it's a Star Wars reference. I get that. Hey, gang. Go play in the airlock, Roger. Jeez. The hostility. I think the janitor's closet was up here, and probably now Roger will go into it. Get the mop. Hey, Jabba the Hutt. That's a Star Wars reference. Some more bright shining faces of StarCon's elite cadet corps. Ahoy. Get lost, Wilco. A Simpsons reference. Annoyed grunt, says Roger. It's a scrub-o-matic floor cleaner with patented sit and spin cleaning action. What's this? Now look what you've done. Quick, call a janitor. Well, let's get the scrub-o-matic. You cram the scrub-o-matic into your seemingly bottomless pocket. What about the rest of this junk? These bright orange safety cones can be used to discourage foot traffic while cleaning large floor spaces. Well, I've been a janitor, and I know that that's important. You cram the safety cones into your seemingly bottomless pocket. And whilst we're here... Okay, I was like, maybe I should grab this other stuff? No, it's all good. 25 points. Only 4,975 points to go. We're cooking, team. And I'm out ahead on this task since I already discovered where the crest was. And already committed my heart to the knowledge that I was going to have to clean it. Set these up. We've got 3. There's 3 points to the triangular crest. Let's put them down. I wonder if we're going to have to go the whole extra mile and like figure out when it's dry and we should take the cones back. That was a big problem when I was a janitor at the hospital. Because when you're covering a large public areas run, you might have washrooms in one wing of the hospital and then go to some other place. So people just like leave the wet floor cones just permanently in front of the thing. But then everyone just starts to interpret them as just a distraction when they stop thinking, oh, the floor must be wet. Let's get to work, Roger. Okay. Just keep clicking on it. How does this thing work? He hasn't kept up with the advancements in janitor technology. Here he goes. Oh, I actually do have control of this. That's fun. Hopefully it's not like instant game over if I bump a cone all the way so it falls over. They summarily eject Roger into the vacuum of space. Boom. 50 points. We're just on a much different score scale. If the two of you fall, that's not on me. As you can see, Ambassador Wankmeister, we run a very tight ship here at the Academy. This institution is the pride of the Star Confederation and one of the best of its kind in the known universe. This unctuous guy. It's nice to see our tax buckazoids aren't going completely to waste, Captain Quirk. Here we are, Ms. Wankmeister. This is the main rotunda. It was dedicated on stardate 092097.27. Ambassador? Excuse me, aren't you Roger Wilco, the man who foiled the Saurians some years back? Could this be Roger's future wife? A cool European beauty. Suddenly it all comes rushing back. It's her! The woman from the holodisc in Space Quest 4. That's your big chance, Roger. Say something clever and romantic. I don't think he's gonna pull this off. Yeah. Way to sweep her back onto her feet, Raj. Nice to see you haven't lost your golden touch with the women. He hasn't even gained it yet. We know in the future he will. Excuse me, Ambassador, but we should be heading to the conference now. You're not at all what I expected, Wilco. See you around. Hold on a minute, Cadet. Looks like you missed a spot. I bet it's his shoe mark. Heh. Sir, you better watch your step. The floor is still really wet and just a little bit slippery. Slippery. Ah, nice rug, Quirk. Is that a toupee or a roadkill? Arg! You did that on purpose, Wilco. I'm placing you on double secret probation. One more screw up and your Space Cadet days are over. Wow, so clean you can almost see yourself. My guess right now is that when she said, "You aren't what I expected," it's because she expected some kind of arrogant blowhard who's full of himself because of his accomplishments. Which Roger sometimes is, but he was too tongue-tied to come off that way. Oh, thank you. You don't want to pick the cones up. The floor's still wet. Onwards. I think this might be the longest any space... No, not I think. This is the longest any Space Quest game ever has gone without an inciting incident. So, should I... Odds are, I was going to say, my job now is to wander until the inciting incident occurs. Job, SAT scores. Name, Gordon F. Score, fail. Einstein A, fail. Wilco R. The rat gets in. Roger's gonna pass. Or just, we'll never find out. Huh? What was that? Excuse me, Captain. You didn't raise your hand. Now, as I was saying, Ambassador Wankmeister, we are a fairly remote installation, and I simply can't spare the ships to launch the kind of operation you suggest. I'm afraid you don't understand the potential ramifications of this problem, Admiral. If the sludge bandits continue to illegally dump toxic waste whenever and wherever they choose, the environmental consequences could be staggering. Entire planets could be devastated. I think you overstate the issue, Ambassador. Even so, we have more than enough ships on patrol to put a stop to these sludge bandits, as you call them. Look, Ambassador, we have top-notch ship staff with the finest crews in the galaxy. StarCon accepts only the best and brightest for fleet training. You look, Rughead. Illegal dumping is going on in this sector right under your polyviv. Our patrols have located dumping sites on 4 planets in the G6 quadrant alone. Hey, this is made from real hair. In any case, I'd like to hear more about these alleged dumping sites, perhaps over dinner this evening. I have already transmitted the coordinates to the StarCon Central Command, along with a list of suspected sites that we haven't been able to check out yet. Well then, that settles it. Captain Quirk, you shall go to these sites and investigate Ambassador Wankmeister's allegations. Admiral, I'll be going along as an observer. I'm afraid that's impossible. Regulation strictly forbids civilian participation in military operations. Admiral, I think having the ambassador along would be a good idea. I'm sure the two of us could develop a productive working relationship. Admiral, may I remind you that I am an official representative of the people of Quadrant G6 with full ambassadorial status and as such not subject to... Now, Ambassador, I'm sure Captain Quirk will do everything necessary to resolve the situation. There is no need for you to hinder him on this mission. This is my system and my people we are talking about here. I'm going on that ship and that's all there is to it. Case closed. We're adjourned. Good day, gentlemen. No! Oh, great. The savior of the universe in all his glory. Isn't there a mop somewhere with your name on it? Okay, maybe she wasn't actually impressed by his humility. Way to go, Raj. Another sterling performance. This is awful. I totally biffed on my SAT test. I'll never make captain now. That's too bad, Cadet Schblock. How'd you make out, Roger? I haven't seen my score yet. The SAT scores for our class are posted on the bulletin board, Raj. Sure hope you made out better than I did. This Schblock is the nicest guy we've met. Where's the bulletin board? And if the scores are on a bulletin board, why is he looking at some kind of printout that he was handed back? Like it's his marked SAT or something. There's a real, obviously, this predates Futurama, but it's kind of funny how both Roger and his nemesis are kind of Zap Brannigan coded. Yeah, they're both Captain Kirk parodies to varying degrees. I'm going to guess the bulletin board is in the opposite direction that I haven't explored yet, just because I didn't see it in the other place, but it might be in the classroom. Space cadets are not allowed beyond this point. I don't think that was the same voice I did for that alien before, but I also don't think he'll play an important role in the plot. Hey, bag of magic food. Well, one second while I remind myself. Ah, I knew that name sounded familiar, but I haven't. I know I played the original Ratchet and Clank, I think, a little bit. Assuming that's what you were referring to. Hope you're well today. It's a cold and snowy day here, but it's a lovely, like, gentle snow, so that's been nice. Is the bulletin board just in the classroom? Was this the classroom? No. Not the smoothest animation. Oh. I have a feeling. A crowd of despondent students is huddled around the bulletin board. Hey, gang. Nobody seems to want to talk to you right now. Just join the crowd. StarCon aptitude test results. Cadet Wilco. On behalf of the administration, I'd like to congratulate you on receiving a perfect score on your SAT. Not in the entire history of StarCon Academy has a cadet achieved such high marks. You should be proud. On the recommendation of our test analysis computer system, you're to begin training for captaincy aboard one of our fine star cruisers. Captain Quirk will post your assignment. You've done the Academy proud. Sincerely, current Chief Commanding Officer's name here. Your test result. Maybe you ought to have it framed. Look at the face of this ingenue. Ah, it's already gone to his head. 100 points. Real points inflation going on in this series. And so, having undergone an intensive weekend captain's training seminar on the planet Oakhurst, Roger is shuttled to his new command, the SCS Eureka. Will there be a fun ship piloting interface? Or perhaps a Star Trek-esque... Hey, it's not a starship, it's a garbage scow. Figures. I was gonna say, I feel like... Hello, sir. I'm Shub Corporal Drool, your nav and weapons officer on this heap. Your mom, welcome! Happy Saturday. Flo's the name. I'm your comms specialist. Hello, crew. I'm your new commanding officer, Captain Roger Wilco. I know some of you may not be as excited to be serving on the Eureka as I am, but I promise you this. We are going to be the best gosh darn garbage scow in the entire Star Confederation. We have nothing to fear but fear itself, so hold your heads high, men. We shall overcome. All we are is dust in the wind, born free, running wild, with liberty and justice for all. So let's be all we can be. Remember, it's not just a job, it's an adventure. Great motivational speech. Annoyed grunt. That was the chair, really. Looks like we got a live one here, Flo. You said it, Drew. So I think it seems like the control interface is going to be Star Trek based with this command option. But first, let's just speak to them. Try that from the command chair. Okay. Take a seat, Captain. Okay. Hey, he was telling the truth. It was the chair. Yes, Captain? Tell me a little about yourself, Drool. My personal life is none of your business, sir. I'm just trying to create a friendly atmosphere, Subcorporal. We may be together for a long while. Doubtful, sir. Great stuff. So, how long have you served on the Eureka, Subcorporal? Too long. As soon as my tour is up, I'm out of here. Why's that, Corporal? My career in StarCon hasn't exactly skyrocketed, sir. I rather hoped I wouldn't spend the last years of it on a garbage scow. Well, maybe there's something I can do to help. Not likely, Captain. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some work to get back to. Well, I'll excuse you exactly long enough to select a new dialogue option. Oh. Old defunct CCGs. Oh, collectible card games, of course. Decided to buy a booster box of this old one called Star of the Guardians. I'm going to open that now. Cool. So a booster box for a game that you don't have any, like a base cards for. What can I do to help you perform your job more efficiently? Stay out of my way, sir. Cool. Like pure aesthetic or collector's interest. That's neat. Were the reasons just the inscrutable exhortations of your soul? To borrow a line from Calvin and Hobbes. Ah. Wait, let me just remind myself here. What's the series called that we're talking about? Star of the Guardians. I've heard of that as a property. Not necessarily as a collectible card game. What do you want, sir? Since we'll be working together, I thought it would be nice if we got to know each other a bit, Flo. I'm sure you did, sir, but I won't. Sheesh. Who poured vinegar in your breakfast flakes this morning? My life stinks, and it's all your fault, sir. I don't follow you. You're a man, right? Yes. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. Cool. I haven't, hold on. I have the weirdest, like very minimal Dragonlance experience. It is the first Dungeons & Dragons thing I ever heard of because I had a how to win at Nintendo games guide that I got at the Scholastic Book Fair. And one of the games it was discussing was Heroes of the Lance for the NES, which is not a very good game. Which I didn't play until many years later on an emulator. And then other than that, I read one Dragonlance novel, specifically the prequels. Holy smokes, yeah. Well, because it, like, if you gotta play a game with an action interface in the late 80s, early 90s, the Nintendo Entertainment System was a better platform for that than a computer. Yeah, I've read exactly one Dragonlance novel, and it's a prequel series about how the different heroes of the Lance met each other. So it's about how Tanis Half-Elven met Flintlock the Dwarf. And then years later, I read the Stephen King novel, The Dragon's Eye, or whatever his fantasy novel was called. And as I recall, the two plots were quite similar. What was your previous posting, crewman? Previously, I was assigned to the phlegma, sir. David! Welcome. But the self-important male swine, I mean captain, and I didn't see eye to eye. He was just like my fourth husband. You'll have to excuse Flo. She has a bit of a problem dealing with male authority figures, but she's not really so bad after you get to know her. Can it, lobster boy? I've heard good things about the gold box the gold box Dragonlance games. Not so bad. I got a bit of a cold, but about as mild as colds can come, but still frustrating me because except for my extraordinarily mild COVID in September of last year, I haven't been sick since the pandemic. So I have a very low tolerance for even the slightest disruption to my good health. But other than that, you know, events in the world may not be great, but I'm trying to maintain a positive attitude. Enjoy the things that I can control. So what happy set of circumstances left the Eureka captain's chair open for me? The Eureka's previous commanding officer accidentally fell out of the airlock without a spacesuit. That's terrible. If you say so, sir. Great. Okay, well, let's give an order. Before I do that, whatever. Should I get up and explore my ship? Yes. Not here. Exit. It's juvenile, but it's funny. Is there anywhere else to go on the ship? Or are we just supposed to get down to business here? I think it's time to get to work. Cedric, welcome. Happy Saturday. Space Quest and across the universe once I figure out which set of commands can get us out of here. She's the communications officer. So obviously, no, we don't need this yet. Make up your mind, Gumby. Flo, you're the green one. Impressive that Gumby remains current as a reference into like what, the 2400s or the 24th century. All right, well, let's lay in a course. We need clearance before we do that, sir. Okay, let's open Hail StarCon. Get clearance. Hailing, sir. We are cleared for departure, Captain. We are ordered to proceed to Gangalaris, Pu, and Kiz your ass, Gooby, to investigate these things. I wish it would just let me click when I was done reading, but okay. Lay in a course, Sub-Corporal. What coordinates, Captain? Coordinates? Get out of here. Oh, great, great. We would be playing Leisure Suit Larry today if I had not caught this mild cold. But both I was like, I don't know if my energy levels are up for both prep and a stream. And then also I don't know that I can make a voice. And I got to work on the voice. There was some, I had to hear some of it while getting the video ready for YouTube. And there were parts where I was like, okay, yep. That's, it sounds annoying, but like I'm trying to do a Fran Drescher impression or spin off of that. And then there were parts where I was just like, oof, didn't quite key that right. It'll get better with time. To go back to that Calvin and Hobbes line, I will obey the inscrutable exhortations of my soul. So that's what the heart wants. And you know what? As far never had that the analytics. I had never achieved anything like that on a Lolo stream before, so that's like an okay sign. And generally, like both people in my life who watched it, like Rich watched it, and Rich would tell me. Rich would not be like, "Hey, good, that was good, that was fun." Oh, cool. That sounds neat. If you don't mind, if you have a minute at some point to snap some quick pictures and drop them in the Discord, I would love to see them. Okay, I'm just checking to see before I start being like, come on, one of you, tell me what the coordinates are, to see if actually they're just here in the manual. But yeah, how was your Leisure Suit Larry experience, Cedric? No, okay. Doesn't look like there's anything in the manual to tell me the coordinates. Comms officer? Status report. Kiss your ass, Gooby. Okay. Yes, those are our orders. Can you... The ship's running fine, sir. But... All right. I assume if I say regular speed, he's just going to say, I assume remade as a point and click. Pick a destination first. Okay. Do I have an item? Personal communication device. Not necessary. Okay. Am I missing something? Do I just do whatever? Let's find it. What coordinates, Captain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Coordinates locked in, sir. Ready to get underway. This might not go well, but maybe it'll be funny. I knew about the VGA remake from 1991. Interesting that they remade it again. It's also, until they made that episodic King's Quest series, it was like the main, it had actually been revived post-Sierra for 2 games that I'm gonna bet are even crasser and less tasteful than the main series. All right, sir. But I'm going to put the pedal to the metal once we leave the station. A ship uncloaks. Kill, nuke, maim, hurt, terminate. So, once again, I'm glad that we're back to like a cool interface. Huh. So not even like proper adventures, just smut jokes and then Space Invaders or something. Oh my gosh, she's going to blow. She's going to blow. Just kidding, sir. Status report. Our last orders were to proceed to garbage pickups at Gongolaris, BU, and kiss your ass, Gooby. Sure. I don't know. Wild. I guess it's We're approaching our destination, Captain. Oh, well then. I can't imagine that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe it's just for now, like the first time you time travel in the previous game, it's just by punching in random numbers. I don't know. Okay, let's just wait a moment. We're approaching our destination. Can we go into standard orbit? Not from here. Okay. So we probably can't hail the planet either. Hailing, sir. Never mind. That it might help if we were in range of a planet, you mental midget. Captain Wilco, we're approaching our destination. Good. Can we go into standard orbit? I cannot comply, Captain. Okay, let's wait. Let's see what happens. Pull your head out, Captain. We just missed our destination. Now we're going to have to lay in a course again. What the hell? Okay. Lay in a course. What's RRS? Okay. Let's try this one more time before I say like, hey team, anyone who knows if I missed something. What's RRS? Let's just find out. Yeah, right. Probably some kind of something. Make up your mind, Gumby. Okay, what's going on? Stars streak by the view screen at light speed. Oh, when he says we're approaching, I have to give him the order to go back to regular speed. That much seems clear. We're approaching our destination, Captain. Then let's cut it to regular speed. Hi, sir. Here we are, Captain. Nowhere. Okay. Would regular dialogue go back? Oh, here we go. What do you know about our destination, Flo? We don't have a destination, sir. How does the refuse recovery system work, Drool? The refuse recovery system, or RRS for short, is the primary means by which the Hoover-class garbage scows perform during their designated mission. The underlying system is relatively simple. A vacuumatic container field works in conjunction with tractor beams to suck up debris and space trash. After collection, refuse is moved into the Eureka's quantum garbage compactor, where it can be reduced for transport to a designated dumping zone. Wow! And I thought the floor scrubber in the Academy was impressive. Okay. Obviously, I am missing something. I'm supposed to somehow know these numbers. What else is there here? Yeah, of course Roger doesn't understand that stuff. Not necessary now. What if I talk to them from here? No, gotta go in the command chair. Okay. Once more, let me refer to the manual, see if I'm just missing something telling me what 5-digit number to punch in. And then, failing that, I will humble myself and say, hold on, team. What idiot thing have I missed here? Or what obvious thing have I missed here? Because I'm an idiot. Lunatic litterbugs, trash planets. Says nothing. No numbers. Okay. I don't see anything that I'm obviously missing. Is there a separate document? Nope. One last thing before I give up. And it's not asking the AI assistant, Adobe. I will never ask your stupid AI assistant for a single thing in my entire life. It's going to be terrible for the world economy as this AI bubble bursts, but that doesn't mean there won't be some parts about it that are enjoyable. Okay. Huh. So there's a walkthrough up like that I'm already past. So I'm looking at that to see if there's something that says, "Hey, you should have taken this thing." Apparently, I was supposed to cheat on the test, which seems obvious in hindsight, but I did not think of that. You know, using the look icon on the test of the guy next to me. Which makes me wonder, did I actually just pass that test by making the right choices? Or is that just how it goes? Because I thought the rat going into the thing was supposed to be the gag of the test gets screwed up. Okay. What on earth? It's the innate heroism that stops us from going down those sorts of routes. All right. This button calls up the science section. These buttons do something. Okay. You rang? Exactly. Forget it, buddy. With alacrity, sir. The Eureka does not currently have a science officer. That makes sense. By any chance, is this nav or something? No, that's self-destruct. Well, fortunately, I avoided doing that. What can we hail StarCon and ask them? Hailing, sir. Apparently, StarCon has more important things to do than talk to you right now, Captain. Okay, you know what? Before I despair and say, someone save me from my humiliation, I should see if this is another... The idea in the previous, in Space Quest 4, was later on, you have to actually find the codes, but the first code you get by trying once, failing, and then just trying again. Coordinates locked in, sir. Ready to get underway. Let's go at light speed. Aye, sir. And alternately, maybe it's just a matter of wandering blindly in space until an inciting incident occurs. Small monitors display information on the status of various functions of the Eureka and provide a means of intra-ship communications. I wonder if Ambassador Wankmeister will wind up filling the role of science officer. We're approaching our destination, Captain. Regular speed. Aye, sir. Here we are, Captain. Nowhere. And no, I know that. God damn it, Flo. All right. Let me try a little bit more to do something before I plead for assistance. But this is baffling to me. Does not feel like this is supposed to be something that really trips me up. Smoke detectors. This much sought after seat is referred to simply as the chair by junior officers aspiring to command a starship within the Confederation. Okay. Rule of threes. Let me try a third random number before I surrender. Here's what I'm willing to ask. Is this just copy protection? Okay. Let me hunker down. Actually, you know what? I don't like to look up answers, but if I look up Space Quest 5 copy protection. It says that it is listed in the... Wow. Huh. Okay. Well, I've found them there, but I'm also curious. Where are they in this manual? I just want to find them. Just know where they've been hidden. They don't seem to be hidden in some like obvious... share my misery with the team here. Oh, there's the Mutori Nebula 60609. Not one of the places we need to go right now. $17, $18. Oh, Gangularis. That's one. I think. Okay. I'm just going to ask. I'm going to get her to remind me what my destination is. Look one more time, and then whatever. I'll go to the page where somebody has listed. Well, regular speed. Gangularis. That's one of them. Okay, perfect. I did find that. Gingivitis coup. It was on this page. Gangularis. 71552. Here we go. We're back on track in a moment. What if this segment of the game is just an uneventful traveling to 3 planets and then just using the garbage sucker machine from standard orbit? Really, really delaying the inciting incident to the plot. I'm tracking a waste beacon, sir. Well, let's go into standard orbit. No, it's not. Okay. Can you hail the ship? Hailing, sir. Nobody can hear us. Okay. Well, activate the RRS. Aye, sir. I appreciate that we're actually in the vacuum of space, and yet somehow we can, from space, use a vacuum. Happy coincidence. I didn't know this was going to happen when I named the episode. A literal waste odyssey. What luck. Captain, I'm picking up a life form reading in the waste compartment. A life form? Captain, you better get out of here. There's some strange scratching and whining noises coming out of the trash bin. Well, let's find out. Can I actually leave now? What on earth? It can't be. Nope. Okay. Is this a pixel hunt thing? I'm not clicking on the right place? Or is this a... Yang? Status report. Everything checks out. But it doesn't. Auxiliary storage area. It's currently empty. Storage. Beyond these doors. Okay, there it is. She does not look in any way like a door. But I can imagine now how it's going to open. Now I recognize what doors look like. There's definitely something in there, Captain. Could be dangerous. You go first. The engineering section for the Eureka. This is Cliffy's domain, and he's more at home here than a game programmer is at his computer. Pipes like this one carry heated water to tanks with cold water in them, and cooled water to tanks with hot water in them. Maintaining consistent, lukewarm water. Oh, in here. Uh-oh. What's going on? Scrutinizing the diagram below the power bus, you see the word lighting on the schematic next to the fuse. High voltage circuit fuse. Okay. Seems like an instant death. No? Okay. Deactivated life support. But we get to hear the catchy game over music for the first time. No, I don't want to restart. How often does anyone take the restart the entire adventure game option? Pardon me. Not bad. I've had a cold since Wednesday, and that's like my 4th cough. Pretty mild as far as these things go. So there's something in there. That's amazing. Did he go for it with like a really out there soundtrack? Cockpit glazing blemish removers. Main transporter power coupling. Lighting. Hour supply. Life support. VGA, EGA interlock. Could there be a gag here? Ah, I clicked the life support one by mistake. Interesting. I think I might have played a little bit of Love for Sale once. But even if I haven't, I was absolutely expecting it to have a smooth jazz soundtrack. Oh yeah, all right. I even did this. That's great. Yeah. Yes. Exactly that sort of jazz. Is this where I'm supposed to be going in, though? Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to that. This station is manned by the Eureka science officer, on the rare occasions when the ship is able to retain one. This chamber houses the Eureka's cryogenic cooler. Cliffy uses it to keep his corona light chilled to a frosty 4 degrees Kelvin when it's not otherwise occupied. Cliffy has rigged up a handy voice activation feature to the Eureka's transporter unit. Originally, he tried using a clapper, but after an embarrassing incident involving a visiting alien diplomat and a dropped wrench, he opted for the current setup. Transporter and science lab. Okay. This is not where I'm supposed to be going. But I don't think I'm supposed to be going in that power thing. What on earth? Okay. The lift goes to the Eureka's pod bay. Cliffy, help me out. Okay, does he want me to go in here to find something? I don't think that's what it's asking me, but I can't tell. Okay. Lighting. Power supply. Cockpit glazing, blemish removers. Transporter power. VGA, AGA. Okay. Very frustrating that I know that this is not... This is obviously not supposed to be a challenge. What's this? Oh. There it is. Open the garbage hatch by pressing the button. And then get facehuggered. But you got it off. What the? You've encountered things like this before, Roger. Hopefully this is not a slow-acting failure state. Hey, he's a cute little bugger. I think I'll keep him. I'll call him Spike. Welcome to the team, Spike. Hey, where you going, little fella? This can't end well. But for now, nah, I'm sure Cliffy won't mind cleaning it up. Where'd he go? Can I call him? Can I move after him? Yeah. But not really. Can I go into the garbage pod? Nope. Did Spike wind up going in here? Nope. Hey, he's back. Spike! Heal, boy, heal! But I can't go after him. Hey, where'd Cliffy go? No. Watch that first step. It's a doozy. What's going on here? Okay. Nope, I saw Cliffy coming back out. I should talk to him. Captain, you gotta do something with that weak-bladdered beastie of yours. He keeps leaving puddles of concentrated acid everywhere, and I'm getting run ragged fixing the holes he's making in the deck. Think I saw that critter of yours loose in the lab a minute ago, Captain. Okay, so he is loose. Can I not take the banana peel? No. If I click on myself, can I call out? No. Okay, there. Just had to move a little bit. Yes, hopefully it's more forgiving than the alien reference that we previously encountered in Space Quest 2. I got him. Excellent. Perfect time for a brief intermission while I run to the washroom. Hang tight, gang. I'll be right back with you. All right, we're back at it. 295 out of 5,000 points. Although, it's a very real chance that when we get down to business, like it could be like the last 2,000 points just come pouring onto you. Okay. And he escapes again. So obviously I got to do something. Oh, he's out here now, making more holes. Spike, heal boy, heal. Captain, do something with that critter of yours. He's piddling great holes in my deck. Okay. If I go back in here, will I catch him again? And then I can try to figure out what the hell is going on here. Yes, seems like it. Is there a containment area in this lab? That seems likely now that I've said it out loud. Oh. Cryo-freeze him. That's an interesting idea. It is. There we go. Can I put him in? No, I have to like open it or something. Opening the chamber would not be prudent at this juncture. Cryo chamber is currently unoccupied. This button extends and retracts the cryo chamber. Can I use the computer? No. Put the cryo chamber away, but what's the point of that? It really seems like I'm supposed to figure this out. Maybe I'm supposed to turn off the power supply to the lab. Or maybe I'm supposed to do this. It's supposed to be voice activated. I'd better put old Spiky back. Okay. Fine. Energize. Is it game over now? Because Handy transporter safety bit tip 21. Beaming directly into deep space may cause serious injury or death, but in the process of ejecting myself into the vacuum of space, I solved the problem. I discovered the answer. And did I really just not click the... It's going to be like, it's pet storage. A habiture branded... Okay. I was overthinking it. We don't need to freeze him cryogenically. We just need to store him. Close it, Roger. Is it closed? There. At least the ones that with the acid pee, until such time as you can get them out of your spaceship. Okay. 315 points. We're racking them up. Or are we? Heal, boy, heal! I gotta find some way to calm him down. Okay. So what could that be? Ah. Tools. It's one of those nifty portable handheld vacuums, you know? The kind that can't even pick up breadcrumbs. Has the appearance of a turkey baster. I wonder what Cliffy uses it for. Pair of pliers. A hot glue gun. Great for a laugh on unsuspecting party guests. It's a pizza wheel to cut your pizza pie. Schmear's brand crafts alien laser cutting torch. A roll of anti-acid tablets. Clean it up. In order not to irk Cliffy, you put the tools back where you found them. Put in inventory? You don't need this tool. Will you just tell me if I do need any of them? We don't want to be killed. What's this? Appears to be... Oh, that's the roll of antacid tablets. Do I need them? I think this might be a handy item. Take it with you. Maybe. Oh, because Spiky is peeing acid everywhere. The antacid tablets should help him. Spare fuse. Is that going to be helpful? Heck yes, it is. Took the blaster. Okay. Hopefully, I don't just get murdered by Cliffy for interfering with his stuff. There's also a possibility that Roger's instincts for what is useful don't align with what you actually need. So you have to take what you definitely need and nothing more. Let's find out. Catch Spike. And then in my inventory, nope. What if I put him in, I'm not losing hope yet. What if I put him in the containment and add an antacid to it? Poor little fella must have eaten something that didn't agree with him. Those antacids should reduce the acidity of his metabolism. I always love solving a puzzle with facts and logic instead of clicking everything you can click and just hoping. Now, am I about to get murdered by Cliffy if I don't put his tools back? Let's find out. Oh wait, there's a hole. Is Roger just gonna fall in the hole and die? No, he knows to step over the hole. Drool, whatever his name is. Hey, thanks for leaving this mess back here for me to clean up. Real captain-like of you. Thanks for taking care of the critter, Captain. Finally managed to patch up the deck. Hold on. Now that he said that, I'm curious. Could I, with these tools, clean up for him? Earn some additional respect? Or is this just a case where Roger's just gotta be a jerk. Fuse. Laser cutting torch. Hole punch. No. I get the feeling I'm just supposed to get chewed out. That's fine. Hey! Well, things I already said. Status report, Sub-Corporal. Everything's fine, sir. Just peachy. Status report. Our last orders were to head to garbage pickups at Gangularis, PU, and kiss your ass, Gooby. Are more of these here in the menu, in the thing. PU 92767. Laying a course. What coordinates, Captain? 92767. Coordinates locked in, sir. Ready to get underway. Alright. Light speed. Aye, sir. Feels almost certain we're going to have a space battle at some point. But will it happen now? Probably not. We're approaching our destination, Captain. Regular speed, Sub-Corporal. Aye, sir. I'm tracking our waste beacons, sir. Status report. Ship's running fine. Activate the RRS. Aye, sir. They didn't do all this work to use the garbage monolith joke once. Captain, I'm intercepting a rather unusual message on StarCon Priority Frequency 2. I'm putting it on screen. Maggot to dung heap, come in, dung heap. Maggot to dung heap, come in, dung heap. This is Dung Heap. What in the Pleiades are you doing on this frequency? We have a lot of a hot load of goods that needs to be disposed of right away. I thought I told you never to call me here. Meet me at the usual place and we'll discuss it. Dung heap out. Did we just intercept that transmission? To Captain Quirk. Oh, random sprint ad. Sorry, Captain, but I wasn't able to pin down the source of the transmission. Alright, let's check in with Cliffy. Yang. Status report, Cliffy. Everything checks out. Sure thing, bucko. Failed to hit the mute non button. Pardon my coughing. Okay. So, gotta find one more planet that is definitely not on those pages. You know what? I was also looking at just a page that collects all this junk. Kiss Your Ass Gooby is 20011. First, status report. It's fine. He's just kidding. I shouldn't have gone to the joke. 20011. Before making sure I had stored the number in my head properly. Coordinates locked in, sir. Ready to get underway. Light speed, Subcorporal. Aye, sir. Yeah. I can feel my energy starting to flag, but I want to go a little bit further before I admit defeat. Hopefully I'll have more energy tomorrow, because I didn't get to play Disco Elysium last week. And we're just at the start of day 2. I'm very excited. What was that? We've been hit by a proton torpedo. A tractor beam is locked onto us, Captain. We're being pulled in. But by whom? Get us out of here, Drool. Helm not responding, sir. Weapon systems inoperative. Warning, alert, uh-oh. We're being hailed, sir. I'm putting it on screen. Roger Wilco. Under the authority of ERGS, extensively revised Galactic Statute, 2564.45, Chapter 4123, subparagraph, etc. I hereby command you to beam down and surrender your person for arrest. Failure to comply with these instructions will result in the destruction of your ship and everyone aboard. Looks like the Gipazoid Novelty Company still hasn't forgotten about that little piece of mail fraud you pulled on them back in Space Quest 2. So this is another one of their Terminators. I thought all this was over with after I had that run-in with Arnoid on the planet Fleabot a few years back. You thought wrong, human. It just goes to show. Never send a man-droid to do a womanoid's work. Can't we come to some kind of arrangement? Beam down to the planet. Your body will be disassembled and sold to various biotechnology firms to pay interest and collection fees. I'm scanning your ship. Any attempt at escape or subterfuge will result in the immediate annihilation of your ship and crew. You have 5 standard time units before I destroy your ship, Roger Wilco. Transmission terminated. Brought to you by Sprint. I think she means business, Captain. I agree. And could you hurry up and beam down, sir, before she gets impatient and blows us up? Thanks for your loyalty, Flo. Well, let's start with the assumption that I'm supposed to comply. Well, she's not going to get me without a fight. Whatever you say, sir. Been nice knowing you. I have all the tools that seem like they might be useful. Talk to Cliffy on my way through. Captain, a torpedo knocked out our warp drive. We're sitting duck for whoever that is out there. By the way, what did they shoot at us? An Annihilator android is coming after me for something I did a long, long time ago, Cliffy. She's threatening to blow up the ship if I don't beam down to the surface. What'd you do, sir? Inhale? Timely political humor. No, nothing like that. I ordered something through the mail and I forgot to pay for it. Mail fraud's a very serious crime, Captain. I wish you luck. Energize. Meanwhile, Okay. The Terminator has landed. A babbling waterfall splashes noisily into a pool at the base of the imposing granite cliffs. This looks like every other sheltered clearing with 3 caves, a waterfall, and a pond that you've seen. A lovely pond is formed by the waterfall. This would be idyllic if you weren't being hunted by a killer android. Let's get moving. And see what happens if we go somewhere. Aha! There you are! See if you can outrun my energy bolts of death, broom jockey. Did I? Looks like I did. Phew! That was too close. You better keep moving, Raj. That W40 android won't give up till you're a smoldering pile of hero salsa. And the fact that she has cloaking capabilities only makes matters worse. I wouldn't give a tin buckazoid for your life right now, Raj. Quickly remind myself, what did I bring with me? A spare fuse, a laser cutting torch, and a hole punch. And of course, my communication device, but let's move. Let's move. Roger's not worried. He's not going to break his saunter. Ooh, pretty. Okay. From here, if we go here... Do we come out up here? There she is in the water. Cool. Can you jump, Raj? Go in. Go in the cave, Roger. Roger, please. Okay. Whew. Did she get me? Nope. Yes. Nice reflexes. We'll mail your remains home in an envelope. Let's try again. Oh man, I should have saved. Okay. So far, feel like I'm going down adequately prepared. In the sense that I haven't yet seen something where I'm like, if only I had what have you. No chat with Cliffy this time. Oh, here he is. Cool. Well, we'll have to chat with him. I wonder if I'm supposed to find my way to steal her ship. Instead of defeating her, we maroon her. I guess we'll find out. She can also fly. I'm gonna go the way that I went before. At first, at least. Go in the goddamn cave, man. Well, I went in a different cave. Or was it the same cave? Do they all just lead to the same place? If so, great. I can't tell. Allegedly, there were 3 caves, but... Let's see. So far, so similar. It's good of her to do so much of her chasing by walking slowly, even though she also has the power to fly quickly. Okay, so where did I go wrong here? I don't know. Okay. Let's see if we can get Roger to go into a different cave. Doesn't seem like it. Hey, I made it without her even getting there to shoot me. Is there a path over here? Yes. Oh. I can hide in here. Let's see. Does she just come and find me and kill me? This large hollow log is about the same diameter as Roger's body. It looks like it might be time to start an exercise program. My guess is she will show up and blast the tree, but... Or I can continue crawling. What if I go up here? Escaped. Oh, that's where her ship is. Can you jump, Roger? Can you make this jump? I grow weary of you hanging around, Wilco. Thanks for dropping by. She stomps you off. Okay, no. Interesting. It does seem like there's only one way to go from here, but let me try. Yeah. Weird how it says, hey, there's 3 caves. Go in the goddamn cave, Roger. You're killing me, man. Okay. Feels like seeing this has to be part of the chase. Weird to go to all this for just a red herring. But I don't know. Maybe it's leading her on a wild goose chase. Like, I go through here and then I come back. Hopefully she doesn't come and stomp my feet here. Welcome, Censor Asylum. We don't do cheap viewers here at 58 Dream Street. We do only the finest viewers. Sensory Asylum. Glad I caught that before I finished typing your name. Wait, whoops, I missed. Hold on. Catch you never. Okay. Now, will this go differently? Or am I supposed to be figuring something out? Because I might have hit the wall as far as having the brain power to figure anything out. What if I radioed back to the ship? No. Probably this is just, you know, doing the same thing and expecting different results. But let's see if that extra little bit of wild goose chase changed the... Nope. There's no time to react. Succession planning. It's very important. You find yourself on a rocky ledge, looking out into a beautiful yet dangerous canyon. Waterfalls cascade down the rock outcropping to a large pool at the base of the canyon. What a beautiful place to bite it. Alright. We have to try the wait in the hiding spot approach. Even though, like, if this is not the solution, then anyone who knows the solution, it's just terribly frustrating. Okay, what if I come out? Does she appear? What if I wait for her to appear and then get into the... She's not appearing, though. What if I come out here? I know she's over there. Seems silly, though. No. Okay, come out here, go back. Is she just going to be waiting there? No. If she started, like, crawling through the tree after me, I'd have an idea. Is there a third way here that I've missed? Doesn't seem like it. Succeeding at this and cresting 500 points would be a nice way to wrap up. So I'm certainly going to try. What could I plausibly do? Hold on. No. What if I go back? Nope. You're not supposed to go to your death knowingly. Okay, wait. I mean, there's no reason that the circuit would have a charge or the fuse. I was like, what if I can electrify the water? Maybe I can somehow, but... I'm going to be really frustrated if it turns out you're supposed to bring Spike. Because previously... the game has quite clearly suggested that that's not something I can do with the teleporter. While she's standing on the tree, can I blast the tree? No. Okay, she stands on the tree when I'm over there. Feels significant, but why? Well, if I click on this with use, I get on top of it. Why does that matter? Because I fall down into this pool. Now I'm just back where I started. Last time you went for a dip in a pool, you nearly ended up as a slug chow back on Estrus. You opt not to go for a swim. Is there a path over this way? No. It does feel like knocking her off the tree somehow is promising. But how? From inside the tree, can I set up some kind of trap? Punch a bunch of holes in it? No. Weaken it from the inside with the laser cutter. No, I think I already tried that. You can't climb up onto the tree trunk from your present location. I don't know. Can I take a bush? What? Piece of fruit. There's a piece of fruit. But I don't think I can walk across here, so I'm just going to fall again. Right? Yeah. Okay, but if there's an item I can pick up, then I should. What if that piece of fruit is slippery? I put it on the thing, I come out the other side, she comes down, she lands it. I don't know. It's worth a shot. Yeah. You got the drop on me with your laser blasters. Good for you. Alternately, maybe if I had searched the ship a bit more before I left, I would have found another thing I could bring along that I'd feel could be slippery. What about this fruit? Enticingly just out of reach. Can I shoot the fruit down? How is that fruit out of reach? Oh, do I have to be... Okay. Do I come out there, grab it, go back in before she gets me? And then... ... Quite possibly. Let's try it. I'm digging this game so far. In some ways, like, it doesn't have the time travel hook. It certainly didn't hit the ground running in the same way as the other one. But I don't mind that it actually kind of did some world building. To get started. Some immersion. Just like in Pirates of Pestilon, I love having a cool, like, interface above and beyond pointing and clicking and going where you want for controlling the ship. And it's cool to evolve from Roger's solo piloting a ship. Okay, gotta act very quickly if this is going to work. No. And she got me. My arms were longer. Okay, hold on. What if there was more in the toolbox that I could have taken? Like a reaching tool. Drill, a whatchamacallit, a large drill. I really appreciate how the through line of the mail fraud and being hunted just remains, like, it's ancillary to any plot where it occurs, but it is a thread running through the series. Are we sure we don't need any more tools? There's no Fingwonger. Okay. Gotta move everything around. This is just a hammer. Is this a sonic screwdriver? No, just a screwdriver. If it was a sonic screwdriver, I'd be like, I better grab this. It can literally just do whatever I need it to do to win the plot. Okay. Return to the theory. Actually, hold on. What if it's the stupid answer? I didn't move quick enough. Okay. Let's see if it's the stupid answer before I go back to messing around on planet side. What if I'm just allowed to take Spike into the teleporter now? Because in that case, I'll throw Spike at her and problem solved, maybe. Like, it's just an endless game of demo pong going on up there. Let's see. Nope. Okay. We're not bringing Spiky. It's not that simple. There's no way that the whole planet side adventure is a red herring. I say there's no way. I think it's very unlikely that the entire planet side adventure is a red herring. Like, what I'm saying is, I don't think I'm actually supposed to just figure out a way to destroy her ship in space. Okay. At least drool. For sure. Will Roger go in the pool? Small tree. Take the fern. No. Really feels like there should be something to do with that fruit, but I don't know. Let's at any rate go in here, get her to stand on the tree. Maybe that changes something. Gonna be really frustrated later if I find out just you have to click slightly differently during that brief moment that you're outside. And then you get the fruit. And it is a banana, and probably not, but you never know. We could hardly say. A CR adventure game would never do something like that. And then, like, why does it matter that I can stand on the thing? Unless I'm supposed to somehow lay a trap for her. And if I am, why can I not have the fruit? Far, far beyond the reach. My arms were longer. I just don't understand, because once you're over there, it really looks like your arms are long enough. Or is it a matter of you have to get Roger into position near the fruit? I'm having a really hard time with the perspective, too. Where exactly is that fruit? Can I grab it with the hole punch? It is an interesting idea. It's counterintuitive. Can she blast the fruit down for me? If I wait long enough for her to get a shot off? I really want the answer to be this fruit. The fact that she stands right above where Roger is. It's hardly an idea at all, but thank you, game. Baffled. Is there some way that I can make it across without falling? That seems unlikely. But if I got across without falling, would I be close enough? Hey, there's more fruit. But why would I be able to get that fruit if I can't get any other fruit? This area reminds you of the decor on a resort on Eroticon 6, where you once vacationed. All it's missing are 6 bathing beauties and a tube of crazy glue. Well, that sounds like quite an adventure, Raj. Okay. A few more minutes here, and then I'll say, okay. Stymied. Can I react fast enough to... What is this laser thing I keep... Cutting torch. Really seems like I ought to be able. And I know I've already tried and it hasn't worked. Doesn't it just feel like I ought to be able to weaken this thing somehow with a cutting torch? Could easily just be one of those situations where something makes perfect sense as a plan, but it's not the solution to the puzzle in the game. Here we go. And then... Okay, but what good is that? What does that do for me? Besides jump me to another spot. Obviously, making my arms longer is something that it's like really nudging me to do. But how? Feels like this tree screen is the critical screen, but can I get onto this tree? Yes. No! I took a branch down with me, making my arms a little bit longer. Okay, okay. Now we're cooking. Very good. Give me the last burst of energy I need to round out the stream. Dream on. You're never gonna get me. Okay, now the question is, do I do it from over here to get the fruit? Or from over there? Or is the fruit a red herring? I'm gonna do something else with the branch. I strongly believe the answer is get the fruit, go up on the thing, put the fruit down, swing on the vine. Sturdy branch that broke under your weight. Maybe someone's trying to tell you something. Pixel hunting, but then... Okay. You manage to grab one of the pieces of fruit and liberate it from the swinging cluster. Then, shoving it into your pocket, you add to the increasingly impressive bulge in your uniform. We've passed the 500 mark. But the real milestone now is defeating the Terminator. And I think we're about to do it. If my theory holds true. I should have looked at the fruit. Oh yeah, that's a slippery fruit. This exotic, vaguely banana-like fruit only grows here on Kiss Your Ass, Gooby. Okay. My telephone is ringing. I'm going to bet that it's nothing. But hang on 1 second, gang. I'll be right back with you. Just a political party. And until the election is called, I just don't even want to think about it right now. Damn it, Raj. Okay. Still. It feels like making this into a trap somewhere is going to be the answer. Maybe not. Maybe I just, with my head held high, say, hey, 510 points. Maybe I, from inside the log, I can place it. But then what? Oh, yeah. And then, I don't know. I can see the plan in my mind's eye much better than I can figure out exactly what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay. Wait, no. Don't go in, Roger. Go on top. But also, if I was putting the banana peel there to be slippery, then how would I, can I leave it here? Can I leave it anywhere? I don't know. Nope. Can I punch a hole in it to reveal its slipperiness? No. It's banana-like. Just cries out for the answer to be causing her to slip. And yet, so far, I'm not seeing how I could accomplish that. Do I throw the fruit at her just while she's standing on the tree? I said that out loud like it made no sense. And then suddenly it feels like, does that make no sense? Or does it make some sense? Yeah. Let's try again to do something here. I really want it to be putting the banana down. No, just falls again. Why would it even stop her if she fell? But if she fell, maybe she'd be distracted long enough I could steal her ship. If I click it right on the hole, no. Can I toss the fruit over there where I know she's going to appear? That feels silly and cheap. There's also the, what if I'm literally just not clicking the very, very narrow possible pixel range? Feels like the answer is not just clicking everywhere here. Well, I'm starting to lose the energy that I'd worked up. So maybe it's time to say defeating her is the first thing I do next time. But hold on, can I leave it on this cliff? Can I toss it to this cliff? Why let me get a banana in a science fiction comedy game where I'm being chased through a place full of cliffs and sudden drops? And not have the answer be make her slip in a banana. There's the long, slow animation there, which could mean something. I guess I'm willing to ask one question if anyone could answer it, which is just, did I come down to the planet unprepared for this? If not, then I'll keep plugging away. Okay. Thank you, Cedric. Try to think of things that could both like turn out to be the answer in a solving the puzzle like logically way, or what if it's something stupid? You need 2 bananas. No. You already have the fruit. Okay. Doesn't it just seem like I should be able to make her slip there? All right. Is it something so stupid where once you have the banana, there's time to act here? No. Okay. Few more minutes. And nothing works on each other. And then, like, he stops right in here when we know she's going to stand right there. He's got a goddamn banana. When he turned around there for a moment, I thought, oh, he just throws it from this side? No. I can't reach out, tip the vine, causing her to appear while I'm in here. Let me try waiting once more. Give an order. No. Okay. But it turns out that Roger uses the banana to defeat the final villain at the end of the game. I did all this clicking for nothing. But then we have this long, slow scene that feels important. She comes through the water. I think it's a really interesting idea, obviously. Wait, is she just hanging out down there? Stupinski, greetings, buddy. Happy Saturday. You've arrived, as often happens on Saturday, just as I'm about to wrap up. We're playing Space Quest V, The Next Mutation. I've got 510 points, which seems impressive until you realize that this game is suffering from point inflation, and there's 5,000 total points on the board. I'm being chased. It's in a callback to both Space Quest 2 and 3. I'm once again being chased by a Terminator over the mail fraud that Roger committed in the second game. And I'm just totally baffled about how to defeat this female Terminator, this womanoid they've sent after me. I found a banana peel on this planet, and there's like cliffs everywhere. I so badly want the answer to be to make her fall and then get to her ship before she comes after me, but doesn't seem to be what the answer is. Whatever it may be, I knoweth not. There's a bunch of different places where she appears. And the banana might not be related to this, or the banana-esque fruit. But it feels like it is. Okay. Last dumb thought before I admit defeat for the day. Two last dumb thoughts. I'm producing a whole wealth of dumb thoughts all of a sudden. 3. What happens now if I go up on this one? Easy, Tarzan. Remember what happened the last time you went out on a limb? Okay, no. That's a dead letter. Dumb thought number 2. Oh! I'm so clever, I'm even busting them off when I can't even think of them myself. Okay, no. I thought, what if falling breaks, squishes the banana, and then you've got to peel? Finally, one more thought. Although now I'm in the, like, desperately trying everything. What if now I'm supposed to call, help, get me out of here? You've got to take care of that android first, sir. Otherwise, there's no point in beaming you up. She'll just try to kill us. Yeah, I know that. I know that. I thought maybe you'd have some advice. Can I crawl in here and put the stick up through the hole? Why would that matter? No. I think I've got to accept that it's not going to just come to me. And that just clicking the banana everywhere is not going to suddenly cause Roger to set a banana trap. Can I get into the log when she appears atop it? Probably not, but what if I can? Of course, she's just not going to appear this time. Come on, lady. Let me test a theory. Does she only appear if I walk up this way? Nope. I want this to be the site of the answer. Because if I can make her fall from here, that should, in theory, buy me the time to go through there, hop over to where her ship is hidden. Try one more thing quickly here. No, you just fell for no reason. That's frustrating. Roger, you dingbat. Okay, try once more. When I swing over on the vine, can I swing right back? if I click fast enough. Wow, literally just going to the cursor caused Roger to fall from there. Oh, it's timing based. Oh no. Okay, fine. Once more, I will walk up there, try one last time, come back with fresh eyes, and probably solve it instantly next week. Or maybe next week is just me doing this for hours. Okay. Over here. Save. See if I can try either of these ideas. Don't spend too much time trying to try them because I'm growing weary of this. No, he releases it. Jump. Jump for it, Roger. Nope. He shan't. Okay. The answer does involve getting her to appear from here. Kind of frustrating. How rarely she does. And how unclear it is why she does, or if it's just timing based. Pardon me. I agree it's an interesting idea game. Why can't you just let it work? No. Okay. Moment of truth. No, of course not. Because Roger will not run. Unless, and I don't think it's going to be true. No, double clicking does not make Roger run. Trip the vine and cause her to... Nope. Okay. Really excited to find out next time. When I believe in my heart I'm going to solve it. And I guess, I can break down and ask for a hint if it comes to it. But really excited to find out if, indeed, my general theory here holds together, and it's just a matter of I haven't figured out how to do it, or if it's rather that I'm barking in the wrong tree. Okay, yeah. The evening extra crumminess of the cold is settling in. Perfect time to stop. So far, yeah, this game feels like Space Quest. I couldn't say anything obvious about it's more Mark Crowe-y, or it's missing that Scott Murphy touch. But maybe some sort of contrast will become clearer when I played all of this game and play Space Quest 6. Or maybe it turns out just these guys were simpatico. They never should have broken up. They were meant to be a team. Either way, 510 points. We're at least 1/10 of the way there. So that's a start. It's good. And I'm enjoying it. And so, let's recap. What do we got coming up here? Tomorrow, Disco Elysium. Yet another time where I'm going to have a hard stop because a dear friend who lives out west is flying in for a few days. And so I've got to spend time with her, which would be great. But I'll play some Disco Elysium for sure at some point. Start day 2 and have fun. A cool thing I learned about Disco Elysium that I don't mind as a spoiler because it kind of seems like unless you meet someone who just have the same thoughts as you can hardly get spoiled, is that there is a path where you can like really genuinely wholeheartedly commit yourself to Measurehead's racism and generally to fascism. And then you start getting dialogue options for that and choices that you could use to reinforce your fascism. But whenever you make them, it harms your morale. Because frankly, if you know anybody who, say, has been algorithmically poisoned into spending their whole life thinking about trans people, even though they've probably never met a trans person in their life and their life has never been affected by what anybody else's identity is, you know that those people don't actually seem like they're that happy. Hold on. Well, I'll keep talking and maybe the answer is just to hide in here until she appears. Probably not, but who knows? Yeah, guy I used to work with has been totally brain poisoned, and he just seems miserable. I only interact with him I barely interact with him, but I see him on Facebook, just posts like 20 political memes a day, just ugly stuff. Every now and then, someone interacts with him, but almost never. I've seen his own grandfather be like, just gonna have to put you on mute. And then he goes, oh, my own grandfather turns on me just because I see the truth. That's the idea, right? So, like, cool that in Disco Elysium, and it makes sense. You know, this is a game written by an Estonian writer. I would expect them to have a dim view of fascism as an ideology. I mean, maybe there's some Estonian fascists. But yeah, what a cool game, this Disco Elysium. And I'm looking forward to continuing to play it, trying to trot a good path, which may or may not lead to disaster. We shall see. As far as I know, nothing prevents Greg and I from resuming our beat-em-up journey. It's been a rough go. We only got together once in January, but I want to hope that we get back on track in February. Come Friday, it'll be Friday night, Frosthaven. We're going not to the scenario that I said that Greg and I agreed on last night, because we can't yet. The thawed wood. We need to first do a different thing. I don't think I was even supposed to put the thawed wood sticker on, or maybe there was a misprint, or maybe I don't know. But either way, going to figure that out. But we have to go to a different scenario before we're allowed to go to the thawed wood. So we're going to a scenario called Raven's Roost, and then it'll be Saturday. And the Saturday plan, which I'll say once again, is when I have the time to get into full drag, we will play Leisure Suit Larry, or Jamie Rose. The Professor, Jamie Rose, will play Leisure Suit Larry, start that series off. And when I don't have the time or the energy or the ability to do a Fran Drescher impression, a sloppy Fran Drescher impression for hours, we'll carry on with Space Quest, toggling our Sierra adventures onwards and upwards. Check it out, folks. If you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came to your left, you can't hear my voice. I'm glad you stopped by anyway, so thanks for stopping by. And until the next time, when we're in the same place together, hiding in a log, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.